So let's get ready. We're going to pour this last flat cake now. This is my first attempt at a number cake. This is a 2-digit cake, a 3 and a 0. So I've got a template. The templates are like acetate that you buy on the internet, so that's a 0. And as you can see, it fits nicely in the tin when baked flat. And then we've also got the 3. And what we're going to do is pour this last one, wait for the 2, take the other 2 out of the oven, and then I'll have 4 cooling. And we're going to do 2 layer numbers, so 2 3s, 2 0s, and we're going to do a bear cake. What do they call it? A naked cake, that's right. So we're going to do a fancy pattern around the outside, and then I'm going to do various different colours of frosting, different designs, and also do some top decoration. Now this is for my son, because I've not made one before, so I thought, well, it's his 30th birthday this weekend, so let's make him a cake, and if it's not quite right, it won't matter too much. He'll love it anyway, and I can have a practice without upsetting the customer. So hopefully it'll go all right. So let's get the batter poured for the last one. Just get that in there. It's really chocolatey, and I'm getting every drop because I measured precisely, and I probably could have done with making just a little bit more. So that's a learning curve for next time. As I say, this is my test run, so let's see how it goes. Hopefully it's going to go all right. My son won't complain. He loves chocolate cake. So as long as it's chocolate and it's got icing on it, he'll eat it anyway. But I will be eating some as well, so I'll know what it tastes like. So I'll criticise myself before anybody else. He'll say it's brilliant, and I'll make some mental notes on how we can improve it the next time. Because obviously you're constantly improving your recipes, trying to make things better, tastier, moister, all the rest like you tried. It's not as easy as it sounds, but you do have to try these things. So I've got that in the tray. Just going to try and even it out a bit. Now, I'm not a professional baker, okay? I am a registered baker. But I wouldn't say I've been baking that long for customers, probably about a year, maybe a bit longer, okay? But what I'm trying to do is try new things, new recipes. I've been looking into getting on local markets, food fairs, you know, things like that. I've been looking at how I can make my packaging good, and I'm going to make some videos about that as well, because I'm learning loads as I go along, as I get myself commercial ready, like out there ready. I do pretty well locally with my sales, so you know, with my cupcakes and so on and so forth. Brownies and the stuffed cookies are kind of new, and this is my brand new challenge that I've given myself. I'm still perfecting my recipes, tweaking them here and there. Although my cupcake recipe is done, my buttercream is insanely good, and like my vanilla sponge, my chocolate sponge is great. But this is the first time I've scaled up to a full-size cake. I made one last year, I think, and it wasn't that great, to be honest. So I've learnt a lot from that, and I'm just going to keep going and keep trying. So we're going to see how these turn out. Okay, I'll come back to you as I take them out of the oven and put this last one in, and then we'll leave them to cool, and then when they're nice and cool, we're going to attempt to cut these numbers out without ruining the whole thing. I do know I have to go to Tesco's and buy a cake for my son's birthday, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll do all right. I'll be back with you in a second. So yeah, I've had a bit of shrinkage, but the first tray I did, I lined it with parchment paper, but I kind of left a little bit on the sides and on the edges, which there was too much there, I think, and it just sort of like pulled everything in. So yeah, I've decided that on the next ones, I'm not going to do that. So luckily the other ones, I haven't done that. I've just put a piece of parchment paper on the bottom. I'll show you what it looks like. Otherwise it's okay. The sponge is really nice, and it's cooked really well, so I guess I'm just going to have to work with it. I can disguise it on the top if I have to. Put a little bit extra rosettes and clamshells and whatnot and use that as a top piece, but we're just going to like wing it a bit. So let's see what happens. Okay, let's get these 2 cakes out of the oven. Ooh, oof, that's a bit hot. Oh, there's the first one. That looks loads better. Can you see that? No shrinkage. Let's get the next one. Oh, success! They both look great. I'm going to shut that door for a minute. Oh, close the door. Oh my God, they are so much better. I'm so pleased. They looked loads better, and I've got no shrinkage around the edges, so my numbers will fit perfect, she thinks. Let's have a look. Right, let's get this other one in the oven, and then we can get them all cooled down, because, yeah, we need to get them all done. Just bear with me for a second. Oh, they're all in. I'm going to have a brew while that one gets cooked. Oh, at least the other ones are okay. I can kind of put the smaller one on the top if I need to, and fill the edges in a little bit with some more icing. Success. Right, I'll see you in a bit. And they do, oh God, I'm so pleased about that. They look really good. I think next time when I make these trays, I'll just overfill them a bit more, and then I'll get that width, because I'm losing it just a little bit on these ends there. Can you see? Just that way, the little bit of shrinkage. So if I overfill it just slightly, they'll fit even better next time. So that's another lesson learnt. Oh, what a relief. Well, that's all the cakes out. As you can see, pretty good. The final 3 were much better. The first one, yeah, a bit of a fail, but I should be able to make it work. But the other 3, absolutely spot on. And there you're going to make 2 leg numbers. So 2 for a 3, 2 for a 0. So this is going to be the end of this one. Catch me on the second one. This is part 1. Catch me on the second one, and you can see how I cut it out and how I decorate this cake for my son's birthday this weekend. Hey, thank you so much for watching this one. So we're all done. Gonna leave these cooling overnight, and then I'm gonna make a second video about how I cut them out, put them together, the piping, the tips, the colours, etc., flavours, and that'll be a second video, so part 2. All right, so we'll see you soon. Thanks a lot now. Bye. Oh, if you get a chance, please, would you try and like and subscribe, because I am trying to grow the channel. Really appreciate it. Thank you again. Cheers now.